Alright, so let's have a look at these Everlast boxing gloves. Now Everlast, obviously, if you've ever read, saw or heard anything about boxing, is the staple brand in the boxing and fighting industry. Renowned for their quality, and they make gloves and all kinds of fighting accessories from the lower end of the scale if you're just a beginner or an amateur, all the way up to professional level gloves that will cost you several €100. This is sort of a mid-range gloves that will set you back under €100 for sure, depending on where you live. And it's a very accessible glove, as we'll see. Now obviously these are the blue with yellow, as you can see. They come in a variety of colors, so you can match your outfit and your personal power animal. Which is always a nice touch that you have a bit of choice. For me, it doesn't really matter which color my boxing gloves are, to be honest. It's about the quality and the effectiveness of the gloves. And of quality, obviously you get that in heaps with Everlast. You can feel, as soon as you turn them, put them on, the quality is present everywhere. From the stitching here, to stitching inside, to the mesh, to the leather, to the way they smell. It just oozes quality, and even for the price, it's not an expensive glove. So you know, you expect that there are shortfalls, but they've done a really great job in making a quality product that will probably last you quite long if you take good care of them. Now let's look around the gloves quickly. We start here on the upper side of the glove, or the part that is on the top of your hand, so to speak. This is the Ever Shield pad. This is a padded area of the gloves that gives you a little bit of extra protection when you're doing any kind of sparring, any kind of fighting, and so on. You can imagine, for example, when you're doing kickboxing and you're catching high kicks, that this is a good place to catch kicks on. But also, you know, just punches when people are jabbing in your face, and you're protected by this. So this is a nice little extra. Obviously, you know, when you're fighting actual professional fights, this is usually not allowed. So make sure that whatever federation or group you're in is okay with this. But it's a nice touch that it is included, actually. Then the glove itself, nice leather all around, proper stitching, everything very well there. On the inside we got a Velcro strap here, which is nice and elastic, so you can put it as tight as you want. You can see this is the 12-ounce version. Obviously it comes in several weight categories as well, this glove. Then the whole palm of your hand, so to speak, the inside, is all vented mesh, which is great, because you can imagine that if you've ever done any kind of boxing, your hands will get sweaty regardless of how well the gloves are vented. But especially with leather gloves, your hands will get sweaty, and it's nice to have a little bit of extra cooling going on, so the heat can at least escape the glove. Don't worry though, because Everlast has all kinds of special antimicrobial technologies and such in here that should prevent bacteria growth and unpleasant odors and so on. But you know, in general, you should take good care of your gloves, vent them out, don't leave them in your gym bag, and so on, because they will get smelly over time anyway, and the better you take care of them, the longer you'll be happy with them. Then on the thumb you have a little strap here, so your thumb doesn't snap sideways, which is nice. And then the inside here where your fingers go is also vented with the mesh. And in here there's almost sort of a ridge. You can't see it obviously, but it's inside. So there's a ridge that you can sort of hook on with your fingers, which is quite nice. So they fit very comfortably. For me, 12 ounces is slightly too light. But I use these a lot with training clients and so on. And then it's perfect, especially for women, for example. So that's nice. Now obviously I have to put it on. That is the thing. You can only sort of pull it tight here on the top, which is fine. But you also want to sort of pull here in the middle, and there's nothing to pull with this sort of broad opening. So you have to sort of yank on the sides here a little bit, which is slightly annoying. Then you can see there's an elastic strap here on top of the opening. I'm not wearing any hand bandages, as you can see now, and it's not as bad as when you have the bandages on, but this is scratchy. This sits right where your wrist meets your hand, and it's not nice. It doesn't feel nice at all. It moves around a bit. You can see there's stitching around to attach the elastic here, and it just doesn't feel nice at all. So when you're planning to use these gloves without bandages, which I can't really see why, but you know, that's something you should take note of. But like I said, with bandages, all is well, because obviously you won't feel it that way. Then with the elastic here, it's nice that you can put them on very tight. And there you are. Nice boxing glove, good fit. You can see that here on the inside it's nice and tight as well. So your hand doesn't move about, and especially you know, when you add the thickness of the bandages, it's a nice comfortable glove to wear, and it's sort of connects well with your hand. Which is in the end what you want, obviously, because you want to have a good feel with the glove and not sort of feel that you're punching with a pillow on your hand. All in all, these gloves are great. Good quality, like I said, from Everlast, as you can expect. They feel really good, they're nice and light. In general, I mean, obviously they're 12 ounces, but they feel, you know, nice and flexible, nice and movable and light. And if you take good care of them, then this will definitely be a pair of gloves that you'll have a lot of fun with. I wouldn't say, you know, this is their best offering by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a very accessible glove. You know, if you're just getting into boxing or fighting or just want to try it out, that you can, you know, spend money on with a good conscience without breaking the bank. And I think you're doing, you know, yourself a favor when going for a renowned brand like Everlast. This is Peter from Reviews on Anything with a look at these boxing gloves from Everlast. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!